me ma obi bia akwa abakese e de ba superwoman ejumedi so midi e de Becky ye wo growth pop e wo US baby some crobby and say some baby honey abepiem superwoman abepiem ho na ye ne yen sister Josephine ye ne be che na brabo mu nsem min gidi se ni experience ni life experience so far no ebeboa ye ama yen so enamuntu bi a ye tu abrabo mu ye hu how ye betimi choose your choice people acho men sorry we fidie so na yen koso na yen hwe superwoman e wo Hope TV so previous mother can see baby ye ton kwala nyama eye quality eye affordable people acho friend no people acho friend is see a WhatsApp na abroche for mo WhatsApp no every 0244296025 0244296025 na mo order bibia mo pe biara no mo nsabeka e wo previous mother call me da mo nyina ase answer na ejumede be e sha ase ni ye twa ye hu kituwe bi ne ba na ye de ehyehyeye no abrel me da mo nyina ase. Yo, sister Josephine, mo akwa bakese edeba superwoman ejubidi eso.
Me that's it. We saw for kwenye so that other for nyina so much me o hwe program kesi in the day.
Yo, o maso ene odokwan so ana. Okay, Josephine. Full name near then, Josephine.
Oh, me dear Ankasa right now Josephine. Na amokwa free.
Okay, now first dealing.
First name Josephine. Na amokwa.
So now you are Mrs.
Yes.
Okay, anyway, any funny
Yeah, we want Accra.
Accra, like any fun.
Mount Proby.
Mount Proby, which side? Like,
yet now, dan soma kakra, yet now banana in kakra. Yet now odoko kakra. So,
with all your siblings,
yeah, and yanum four.
What was mine?
Me toss to second.
How many boys, how many girls?
Yeah, well, very bad. Mommy, yes, son.
There are no, or my first and last.
On the Dimechi.
Oh,
on the third born.
It's not the boy in the buy.
Aye,
So, how many kids do you have now?
Me or mommy and son.
And girls?
No. Me or mommy and the Bama.
Okay, into the back of account.
Baby.
Hey, two girls, one boy per maybe. Two boys, one girl per wait.
Yeah, graduating.
Okay, uni no na asitrim to same cause right now. Also move from Mamprobi, no makoha. So how is the entertainment parents in the amount in terms of if ye school, the way I go school near there, no, person on your chair side.
Oh, well, the matter was his big way. We're gonna need what I say, a PK. Me a PK. So with pastor's kids, no.
Pastor ba.
Yes.
All right.
Yes. Me papa Dr. Paul do something.
Okay.
We travel a lot.
After the memoir, dear Matias.
Yes. Into Ghana, dear, it's not baby.
It's not school that is saying now. From her to her, not.
Yes.
So.
Normally, no. Yeah, we know as called SDA schools in Kwa. So from transfer to transfer, be a SDA school. Baby, I'm going to see and I'm going to tea. My SDA schools been very all my life.
Nana at the same me. We are pastor ba. Na if ufi ha na ye you if you near the work of difference now. Oh, and you guys okay?
And easy because you have to catch up everywhere you go. Sometimes you'll get a delay in education because or more when you almost start here anywhere you were no. You go back, either you go back or and I say you also come now who now deal with kind of course you always adopt from petty places. Baby, I go be
Who free fam?
Yeah, four.
Okay,
my dad is
Ghana and dad.
Yes, my dad is Ghana 100%. My mom is Ghana 100%.
Let's stop here. From there, senior secondary school, how was it like from there?
Oh, I went for a year. Bekwai SDA.
Okay.
As a pastor's daughter, you go to all the SDA schools, and I know my next school is Ghana and Kameko Valley View. So that was the line.
Okay.
Yeah. Me call her first year. I did my first year, and then my second year, that's when we came.
American. So what age now?
About year 17.
17. So how was it? First day. Waba America, but definitely you don't go school.
Yes.
You don't go school. Not the same.
Oh, let me tell you. No, Chroma, they don't have that system.
Okay.
But then again, it's the biggest culture shock. Who go school for the first time? Who free back home? Because some of the stuff we do back home has nothing to do with these kids here. And the culture shock I had was kids smoking, kids kissing on the hallway, kids kissing teachers, kids talking back to the teachers like, they are shocked. Yes.
You don't need anything to say.
No.
Who are you to talk?
You can't discipline anybody's kids, so you just watch them.
Okay. So you experience with the students no more in your class, not the same?
Oh, pretty much. It wasn't.
Do you have black inside when more class?
Yes. Yeah, by Andrews University, and Andrews University has a lot of foreigners. So it's like foreigners one campus, for the same school. And Kura was a small town. It was very, very small. We have one high school, so regardless, so we put the same high school with neighborhood.
And now with the whites, you are okay. The real treating more blacks, was it okay?
Oh yeah, we were where our badge, I buy near Dawson.
That's in
near Ghana for near Dawson, but Ghana for near at that time. No, I mean, we high school near Dawson.
Okay.
See, we had an African club. We have our own stuff.
Okay,
so they would love to see us perform our plays and stuff.
Okay. Now we need yes. All the four siblings in Ghana mobile.
No, it was the three of us, and with our parents, so making five. So my older sister was 18.
So we are four.
Yeah, 4.
They were in a one
the Payino.
Okay.
Yes, she was 18 before we came.
Okay.
Yeah, and as a pastor, no. She was about the age, so
okay.
Yes, meaning number. Yeah.
Oh. I
wanted to be a nurse.
A nurse. Is it over and as a previous
no, when I was
you wanted to be a nurse?
Yes. Me work Ghana in a nurse because I used to be one of the child that my parents have were a lot.
Okay.
A lot. I'll tell you. Before I came to the States now, I almost died. Like they gave up on my care because they thought I was gonna die. Then maybe secondary school, we were Ghana. I mean, Ghana, I think I wouldn't have made it.
Are you sure?
Yes, for some reason, because
does it like what continues and I say it's happened once?
No, I've been a sick child all my life with my parents. Like mobile, I call hospital. Amen.
Oh really?
Yes.
What kind of sickness is that?
So petty.
And that I say
yes. Sampana bibia you baby. Say code nearby say I'll make a first.
Okay.
Bibia, I'll catch it first. Like me, I'm in secular too, but yeah. But let me say, when I was in secondary school, my first year was okay. My second year was the year me call first semester,
Okay.
and I have to go home
Oh.
because I went to coma. I was in class, me to pass me team shimming and stuff like that. So me said teacher there, all right. Me
I
shall
wouldn't pay attention.
all I remember was it was Thursday, Miss Story was class, and then me general and patient sent me pain so and they agreed with him, and that was it. That was Thursday, and the next day was Saturday for me when everybody was in the hospital with me, like, oh, what happened? What happened? What happened? Yeah, but my parents didn't want to. Oh, my story, idiot.
At what age now are you?
That's a good question though. My story about my marriage life. I've married twice.
Twice.
This is my second marriage.
Okay.
I was
First
married-
one, how old are you?
I was 25.
25.
Yes.
It was too early for you? And
It wasn't too early.
do you think that it's a mistake, a wrong choice, or?
It was a mess.
Okay.
It was a big mess.
But who was like your ideal man?
Oh, I actually wanted someone who will understand me, how the saying, believe in my focus. I'm a very simple person. So far as I have what I wanted, as in the little I have is enough for me.
Okay.
So,
But the first one wasn't like that.
My first marriage was hell.
The person will mind like a lesson from it for us to also learn. Just a short lesson from it.
From my experience,
Yes.
what I went through, I will advise. You know how our parents told us about this Adventist equal yoke?
Yours didn't work for you.
It did not work.
Okay.
And I will be proud of every person that will stand about being in the same yoke with somebody before you get married.
Okay.
Sometimes we always like to change people. I said, oh, or best son, or best son. It doesn't work. From my point of view, it did not work. It did not work.
Okay, so the second one, how is it? How Ushia no saying that only I want us to know about that.
My second marriage was when I was in disaster with my ex-husband. I have opportunity. I say opportunity. No. I have a brain drain, like I was emotionally not having it at all. Because my marriage was, my first marriage was, I'll say everything I wanted, I had it. But everything about him was fake, including his name.
Really? Made them feel sorry, like a sorry pair.
It wasn't church, this church. He almost split the whole church. Sorry. Or I can talk about sorry, name painful all in the name of Saoba, sorry, and they are preventing him from coming to church. Yeah, it was a mess. It was a mess. He pretended to become an Adventist or the boys so he can get married because I was a pastor's daughter. There's no way my parents would let him marry if he wasn't an Adventist. So this man I met was a medical student who came to the United States.
Okay.
Over the year, he couldn't afford his education, so he dropped out. And he wanted a scapegoat to get married to, as in, or pay papers to stay in America. And I became a scapegoat to him. So when he met me, we dated for like 6 months, and this man was pressuring for marriage, like big time. He was pressuring me. So young girl who I
Oasis, so you don't.
naive. I thought I had found a true love, blah blah blah. The way he was doing it, he proposed in 6 months, but why not? I was too excited. I was so prepared for marriage at 25. I have saved because I know what I wanted. I had my dream wedding. I'm telling you, I did it all. That wedding. Probably I paid for that wedding. I'm telling you.
Really?
Yes. So this man came into the picture, and my parents told him since he wasn't an Adventist, it won't work. He started like, oh, I started, let me call at that time and all that and no, blah, blah, blah. Until I'll still go. So, but sorry, no. And then they started doing him Sabbath school lessons and stuff like that, baptismal class. And someone drew the pastor's attention that, boy, no, onye na been so about sorry, no. Open kata in the Nyawa the Pano Bewai. So, the church was divided at some point because Omukle will say Nipana Accra about sorry no, and you guys are moving Accra that way. In the other half
where were you standing that time?
I was supporting my boyfriend now. I was supporting my boyfriend. I was very mad. Hey, man, just said. I'm sorry, this woman wanted to. If I was sorry, no, and he wanna baptize, blah blah blah.
I think at that time now your mind
hey,
so no advice, nothing.
Friends that will tell you, oh boy, you will not talk to them anymore. You will not talk to them anymore. Because you think they are backstabbing you. We are all young. My age group, I was the second to get married, so I was too excited. I mean, everyone was excited for me, and I couldn't wait to get married. And the red flags was like all over. Red flags was all over. Even till the day we even got married, there was red flags for me to say no, but I didn't.
Oh.
Because I feel like, oh, I'm gonna disappoint my parents. I mean, the invitation cards are out, blah blah blah. We told everybody, and the church was like, oh, Bema with your pancreas. So why did you wanna get married? All the red flags was in my face. So
the second one.
The second one I myself no everything.
So where did you meet your second
husband?
Yeah.
So this is me. I was after my divorce. I had nothing. I went back to square zero. Like I had nothing. This is the man we had like a joint account, everything. So I had my daughter. So I had one kid with him, my oldest. Yeah. So I had my daughter barely 2 months, and he started. I mean, he was misbehaving all the same, but it became worse to the point that I just had a baby. And the pressure was going back to back. So one day I just took my daughter when we went to work and I left. I called my dad. I'm like, Dad, at this point I don't think I can do it anymore. And he's like, don't you have a house? I say yes. He's like, go home.
Oh.
So I went to Ghana. I went to Ghana for almost 6 months.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So during my 6 months in Ghana, that's where I met my husband.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which year were he a sorry program like where?
I met him through a friend. At a church program.
Okay.
And we did talk. She's like, oh, your friend is very quiet. She don't talk much. But your friend is quiet. She don't talk much. She don't know my story. So, my husband is very jovial. Oh yeah, I can.
Okay.
Yeah. So mama kasa, like, why are you quiet and stuff like that, or did you mean and stuff. So He's like, didn't you came from the States? And I'm saying, yeah. No, say, are you planning on going back? I'm saying, yeah, I will. I'm saying, look like, I said, watch you.
I don't even time I'll buy.
I said, watch you. Like, me too, I'm gonna check a car. And what he said, no, rang a bell to me. I went back home and I was observing stuff. My daughter is a little bit grown up now. She was almost like 9 months. And I was like, what am I doing here? Because I don't do anything. I stayed home. Everybody go to work and come home. I'm a person that always at work, did 2 jobs, very independent. So why am I here depending on my parents? My dad will be leaving like, oh Joe, oh yeah, ready, I'm discount why you can go get it. I'm like, why am I back being a kid? Like, I don't understand. So one evening I called my dad and I'm like, Daddy, I think I'm ready. I want to go back. And it's like I've been waiting for this day. My dad gave me $2,000.
Thank you, Daddy.
He gave me $2,000 and then he bought the tickets for me. I left my daughter and I came back to the state. Start life afresh. And that's when I was coming. I took my husband's number.
Okay.
And we've been talking to today.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So, how I send a proposal when I send our renewal, so that kind of thing.
You can such a baby. You can say for almost like a year. And I said, you're winning, sell baby, no. But also,
okay, sure.
yeah, so we'll transfer
and
we're going back and forth. And then one time he's like, John, I'm saying, yeah, what is it? It's like, would you get married again? I'm saying, yeah. I will.
Now, what's up and ban?
Yeah. Yeah, why not? I'll get married. I'm still young. I'll say, well, what if I ask you if you want to marry me? I'm saying, hey, baby, now I told him you would never ask. Because he was very nice to my daughter.
Okay.
Even though that wasn't his blood, I left my daughter over there. On the weekends, so didn't coffee and all that kind of feedback I was getting from my parents. No, I'm like, oh, okay. Okay, my mom was telling me, hey, what a nice boy, oh.
I hope so. Not shrinkish. I think it's now drink star.
Not so sour because what I went through, no, every man was like lying to me. I feel like Obia Chantro.
Yeah.
And I feel like, oh, you soon me daughter not to give it to me.
Yeah.
But my parents were in there, they talked about it, and like, you have to give it a second chance. Sure. It's not like the end of the world. Start from somewhere. So I gave myself a second chance.
Okay, so Obaha now call down.
Me call Ghana.
Now call everything.
Yeah. Yes, Waba.
Okay. Mobile, how many kids now?
Now 2.
Okay, so what do you like about him?
Oh, he's very pushy.
Okay.
I say in a good term. He's sort of like my dad a little bit. Like, there's nothing like me yet. Okay. In his vocabulary. You have to have a way to do everything. And I kind of like that about him a lot.
Tell him one thing. This opportunity.
Hey!
Tell him one thing. Just tell him one thing from your heart.
Hey, from my heart. Call me every year. I wanted to say thank you so much. I wanted to say thank you for being a dad for my kids. Thank you for being a husband and a father to all. We are very grateful.
Okay, then I'm away, DJ.
My family, seeing my family come together. Yeah, and also, sir, yeah, Marquand, but every time we meet, we have fun. Yeah, my mother knows so much.
And then the more real.
Me real hopa, yeah. My mistakes I did in the past. Even though I've been praying about it, I pray about it, and I told God I want to have that, like, I don't know how to put it. I want to take that pain off because I still hold some pain in me, but maybe I say no, couple of me, I'm pain.
You should let go. So how many years have you been in the marriage now?
With my current husband, we're going on 7.
7 years. So you have to let go. If you could rewind your life, what are the things that will be changed?
Things that may change it a lot. Some of the
Just
mistakes,
the importance.
Mistakes I did as I grew up, no. Some companies I had when I was little, I will never had that company anymore. That ugly marriage I have to put it somewhere. I will never. And I will steady hard. I said the parents always push this. Munsiadio. And yes, no more. But it's for our own good. It's for our own good.
Do you have time for yourself, being a wife,
It's
a
no
mother,
joke.
just going to work like Lina, managing? How do you manage it all together?
It's hard. I have I have a very busy schedule. I go to work at night. I go to work at night. I'll get off at 6 o'clock in the morning. Come home, get these kids ready for school. I feel I'll be cleaning, laundry. You have to make them food to come back to eat. And then probably when you're lucky, you get some rest before you go back to work again. And the cycle goes on.
Okay, see, who married for the last question? Who married the second one?
I was 32.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool. The best offer, when we saw my advice, what we've been through, any experience, the young ladies, especially, worry, teach you, any juma, any education, fabo, my advice on your fancy.
Okay. Well, kakra for young ladies, ladies, always try for the best. Never ever think you want to be dependent on somebody. Always own stuff. Make sure you're a leader. I'm not saying be a boss. Make sure you're a leader. How to manage your own stuff. What do you need to nipa so? Obedi uhambo. Nipa ye bad. Nipa ye cobra.
Nipa ye cobra.
Nipa we need to nipa so. And kakra mekana so sad. So me advice kakra me dey ma kakra ubenya ewanya me so we because our God is able to do all. And our so my advice to all young folks some worry. Take your time, pray more. The red flags no meaning na beba. You will see them. Mr. Mamu when so more don't kata so because you will cry at the end. Until my foot took a crab with the mom to say. Well, do tell my mobile warrior, mom when in now. Pray more, and the Lord will lead you. Amen.
The person of our pie was so at the chair, what of movie, or more show, or more, or dog.
Yo, and Jack is your pa, come on, me off pa, me.
You don't have a choice. You have the choice to take care of him.
Only choice, Crampo.
I'm saying it's not only him. What's all cow?
My son and Jack were come on me, Papa, Pastor Paul and do sampa, and then me mommy patient sampa. If you saw come on me, sister, a penny or one a friend Ellen sampa. And me madam for Pa Mabel, and so Ghana. Elizabeth Asel and me Chocho Muncho Bena also to all the Columbus Ghanaian English service and the tree service and Michiana Ghanaian young ladies in Cherryville, come and Madam for Connecticut also me Chama Bebre.
That's it, Sister Josephine. And then what time we really appreciate it. And then our experience or our say Ubuswa Ebo. I'm sure.
Amen.
Yo, I don't feel me the Munina as say Moje Emre, Modisha, Superwoman, Yanni sister. Josephine, I am special guest for today. You know, and a teaching in Como. Beaver's mother care, so your baby, I ton Palanyama, a quality, a affordable. Me patro was happening, especially more US, any New York, any Abochi Mubia, wait me, I was happening, I was 0244 29 60 25, 0244 29 60 25. Ghana phone to a bit me, a friend work the same number. Or two branches are back or a denta back on so. What time committee 80 motorway overpass. My batch friend is a Siana also a quadro de was Nina Mana de a duchim, a quality, ye be a school, Yama air cost or yes shopping, no doubt, but we didn't say Becky, Obama discount. Madame Munina, next week, Everson Swacia, the same time, Macramo.